IBC 2019. I'm here today with Mr. Bram Desmet from Flanders Scientific. Hi, Bram. How are
Hello.
you?
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Nice to see you again at the show.
Yep.
We are actually in this slightly dark environment, but
Yep.
to show the beautiful monitors and the new features that you are presenting at the show.
Yeah,
So tell us
absolutely.
more.
Yeah, the booth is a little dark, so we can
Yeah.
showcase kind of a more traditional kind of grading
Yeah.
environment. And one of our newest displays is the XM311K. So this was an early prototype about this time last year. Now this is a shipping product and one of our more popular HDR monitors. First time we're showcasing the production version here at IBC. What's nice about this is a light modulating cell layer panel. What that means is there's two panels. So you have standard LCD up front, a backlight that's always on at full blast, and then in between you have what is essentially like a monochromatic LCD is the way to think of it. What this allows for is a roughly 1,000,000 to 1 contrast, so very excellent black levels. But unlike OLED, it doesn't suffer from any burn-in, it doesn't suffer from any loading behavior, which means we can do 1,000 nits full screen. It's native 4K, so 4096 by 2160 resolution, and you have, again, none of those OLED concerns you might have had in the past. So this is excellent for HDR use up to 1,000 nits. Now, if you want to go brighter than 1,000 nits, that's of course a bit of a challenge. So the other thing we're showing at our stand is the XM310K. Can't really use light modulating cell layer at this time to go to that level. So the XM310K uses a zoned backlight system, over 2,000 LED zones, and very sophisticated algorithms that allow us to have a very beautiful picture up to 3,000 nits. So that can do 1,000 nits full screen and 3,000 nits over smaller areas. So for clients who need to grade to those levels, we have that option. Exactly. So
let's go
two
see
HDR
it.
options in our lineup, really just depending on the needs of the client. But we really feel that having those options is best, so that 4,000 nits you get that excellent performance, very straightforward operation, and for brighter you have this option available as well.
Right. What are the major improvements that you have worked on lately?
So a lot of what we've done is kind of the calibration integration. So for example, one thing that we do now with our XM311K is we have direct integration with Lightspace, which is a very popular calibration program that allows you to directly load LUTs from Lightspace. So before you had to save the LUTs as a separate file, load them to the monitor. Now this is a much more straightforward operation with direct integration. So we have that with Lightspace. We have that kind of pending with CalMan, another calibration solution. And that's one thing that we really focus on at Flanders Scientific, is having a very open calibration architecture. So where other brands might lock you into just a few color space standards, and then if a new standard is developed, you have to buy the next model. What we do is we have a very open architecture that says, if a new standard is developed, or if there's a change to a standard, or you want to target something custom, it's simply a matter of profiling the display, creating a new calibration LUT, and loading it to the monitor. Which gives users a lot of fine-tuned control and flexibility for future applications.
Yes. What do you think about your product working also for small production companies and maybe meeting their needs?
Yeah, so what we do on that front is we offer a lot of very affordable production monitors, our DM170, DM240. Some of the features that we've developed over the years for those are things like HDR preview, so not full HDR monitoring, but if you want to get a sense of what the HDR imagery might look like on set, you can do that without spending a ton of money. By the same token, we also have some of the higher end productions out there who are using something like an XM311K on set, because it does allow you kind of the best pre-visualization of that HDR content. So it kind of depends on budgets and needs, but we offer everything from very entry-level monitors all the way to top-of-the-line HDR mastering monitors and everything in between.
Yeah, so the feedbacks you receive are actually I think they are excellent.
Yep. Yeah, we get very positive feedback on our feature set there. And one thing that we do across the lineup, from our DM series monitors to our XM series monitors, is also direct integration with those on-set tools like LiveGrade, for example. So you can do real-time LUT updates and previs to those displays, either for HDR or SDR applications.
Right. And lastly, what do you think about this show? What are your impressions?
The show's great. Maybe a day too long, but but we're here for quite a while. But the show is very good. We love the pace of the show and the time to actually sit and talk with customers about their current and future needs. So we really do appreciate coming out here and being able to speak to everybody in person.
Yes, there are a lot of young creators.
Absolutely.
Did you have this idea this year especially?
Yes. So we have a lot of our traditional customer base, but definitely a lot of people, young people who are getting into production at all ends of the business, from very high end to entry level.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we're really surprised at just how young some of the people working on big budget stuff really is. So, but it's good to see. Yeah.
Okay, so we're very happy to see you again at the show, and I was fascinated by the image.
Thank you.
Projected on the monitor.
We really appreciate it.
Congratulations for your great work. Thank you very much for this nice chat.
Thank you.
Bram. And Bram from Flanders Scientific, IBC 2019. Thank you very much.
Thank you.